World leaders are calling for Iran to stop blocking the Strait of Hormuz to commercial shipping. The UK, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Japan, Canada, and so on released a joint statement on the importance of free navigation in international law. I spoke to the French ambassador for international investment to talk about the current state of the transatlantic relationship.
Over the last year, the number of investment have been growing time after time. Despite the tariff, despite the statement, despite the fact that while we put aircraft carriers on sea quicker than anyone else, while we have a frigate to basically be in a defensive positions, protecting our allies and supporting the American war in Iran, we continue to have criticism. But that's basically the state of our relationship, you may say.
Right, but you know, the interesting part about that is you've got the history, you've got the investment, you've got all of this. So you've got the tariffs. And I think most of us would accept that the US had a partial valid point that had been taken advantage of over many years on trade relations, and there needed to be a rebalancing. But to offend allies as it did, to make French companies less competitive in the United States, that must have hurt.
I may actually don't agree with you. The truth of the matter is, when you look at both the products trade balance and the services, the truth of the matter is we are having a credit when we export of products, but we buy tons of services from American companies. And all in all, the two balance out. It just happens that people always focus on the product. But the truth of the matter is we're in a very balanced relationships. Once what you said that, what we don't have is the access to capital to really embrace the next revolutions. And that's why at the AI Summit back in February, France has been able to display $109 billion of investment. All in all, we continue to be very attractive for the 6 consecutive years in a row. So I don't think that we should say it's totally unbalanced. The truth is that service and product are bringing back an equilibrium, and we attract capital.
Does President Macron, and I know you're an ambassador for him, but is his political problems hurting France?
For in excess of 60, 70 years, France has a very stable political environment. We're getting close to the instability of Italy. And despite that, the face of President Macron on the international scene, the reforms which brought us to have a GDP growth higher than we ever had over the years, reducing unemployment, have been keeping intact.
Right.
So there is no questions that after 8 years in power, right, as a president, and who will not be in the situations, you may be see weaker when you don't have a clear majority. But all in all, France remained extremely attractive investors, which are with their checkbook continuing to invest on the territory, which is certainly a good answer to many of the criticism we've got here and there.